2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Jets. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Throwing first play is Lance. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Powell. This will be caught at about the 3. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Off play action. It's Howell. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Here's Carter now on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
And Lance now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run straight ahead with Achane. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On first down, Howell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Howell down to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanted to continue to go to the guys. Already gotten it to the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Howell throwing on third down here. That is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? That's the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ready?
On second down, it's Abanikanda. Dances by him. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On the set. 52 blaster. Smith red.
Abanikanda on first and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now this defense for the Commanders, it's terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game?
Right.
Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
10 cycles.
Lance, he's going to change the play. From the 24, Lance taking in left side. It's Wilson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern, because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. You talk about this Washington defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Here's the Jets punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Running right, here's Achane. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2nd down. Howell now. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Howell looking to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 17-0 our score after 1.
Commanders 17, Jets nothing.
2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Ready?
Abanikanda once again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On the ball. Ready.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And Lance is thrown into the hands of Pittman here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9. brings up 2nd and 1 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Now Lance looking to change it up. From the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Ready?
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Pretty good 1st down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Handed inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Israel Abanikanda. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets get a bit closer. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now a 2nd and 10. And Howe will throw it. Connects with Kittle underneath. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Let's go. 3rd down and 6. Now Howell. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
On the ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
In motion left, that's Cooper.
White, blue, yellow. Hut.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. Then he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now Lance wants to change him up. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Here's Lance. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he fields it cleanly. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the 1st half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. They'll go play action. Howell. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Howell. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Throw caught by Achane. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Another throw for Howell. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Cooper, the man in motion left. Lance now on 1st down. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or...
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Let's go. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Hut, hut.
Now Lance on the bootleg, rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Drill, 52.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On play action, Lance. He'll buy some time right. Well, Lance throws the interception, his third. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. And that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Powell down to throw it. They set up the screen. Achane has it. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now third down and 7. Powell. They've got his man complete. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Achane gets it from the gun. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Washington. Devon Achane, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage. Powell throwing for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Howell. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, it's Howell. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Cooper will come in motion right. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Wilson. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The give now to Abanikanda. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Pittman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
29, Jets 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way.
Sets up first down and goal.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Powell on the QB sneak. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Commanders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Wilson to throw. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw again is Wilson. A short one here, caught by McBride. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down to the 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Michael Pittman with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score. Commanders 36. Jets 24.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Howell. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Okay, ready? Check it. Go.
Up the middle, Achane. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
48-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Washington.
Again, it's Achane. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Touchdown! A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good, and that will make this a 19-point game. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Here's Carter now on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Let's go.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee.